Hey guys, my name is Michael and I don't care about the risk. I want to pet a monkey. Okay, on with the video. Hey, so I have something I want to say real quick before the video starts. If you don't care for it, rude, but also here's this timestamp that you can skip to real quick. So yeah, I did have a video planned, just letting you know, but turns out I don't have enough time for that video to come out when I want it to. I'm going to be out of town for a few days, and I am also a part of a project, a little fun project that requires a lot of time. I'll probably talk about what it is in the future, who knows. And I wanted to get a video out, so I thought of something that could be quick and something that I would like. I didn't just want to do like a regular movie review. I didn't just want to do something like half-assed or something. And then I came up with an idea. I came up with a great idea. So, without further ado, here's the video. Hey! So there have been a lot of video game movies out recently. Some have done bad, like the 1999 Super Mario Bros. Film, Doom, Halo, Mortal Kombat. Some have done good, like the 2023 Super Mario Bros. Movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, the Moshi Monsters movie. Everyone's getting a movie nowadays. You're getting a movie. You get a movie. Everybody gets a movie. I'm not here to talk about those pieces of video game film adaptations. That Super Mario Bros. Movie by elimination, yeah, it's old news now at this point. I'm here to talk about the next video game that's going to be adapted into a full-on movie. But not only that, I'm here to tell you that this video game movie adaptation is going to work, and it is going to be good, no, great. I'm here to talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This movie will be good. Hear me out. This movie will be good. And it will make the overlords at Universal Pictures millions and millions of money. Now, I know what you might be saying right now. Michael, this all sounds crazy. The trailer hasn't even come out yet. There is still some information we do not have the knowledge of yet. What makes you think already that this movie would be such a success? What if I told you that not only do I have potential evidence, but also theories that can lead to this movie being as successful as I claim it to be? What might that be, you may be thinking to yourself? Well, what is Five Nights at Freddy's, you may ask? Five Nights at Freddy's is widely known as the most popular mascot horror franchise, starting in 2014 with their first game, and their most recent being in 2021 with Security Breach. There are many FNAF animatronics in the whole Five Nights at Freddy's universe, but we're focusing on 4. Bonnie the Bunny, Chica the Chicken, Foxy the Pirate Fox, and Freddy Fazbear. Before we get in depth into the characters, let's look at the date for the movie. Exhibit A. The movie is said to come out on October 27th, 2023. October, also known as spooky season. Everybody dresses up in costumes as someone or somebody. You know what's also linked with October? Spooky movies. But not just spooky movies, horror movies. Many horror movies have released in October and have done well, like Saw and Night of the Living Dead. But do you know a movie that was released in October that outshines both of those two? Halloween. But we're not focusing on the year right now, but the date. You know what the date was? October 27th. The same day the Five Nights at Freddy movie is coming out. Let's look at the ratings for the movie, specifically the Metacritic one, who rated it out of 100 and 87%. 87%. 87, 1987, the same year that the Bite of 87 took place. Stay with me on this one. Now, what do people think of when they hear the Bite of 87? Markiplier. When he thought that the Bite of 83 was actually the Bite of 87.
Was that the Bite of 87?
Markiplier, who makes millions of views on almost every upload he puts out. What has Markiplier's most recent uploads been about? Horror games. What has Markiplier been up to recently? A movie based on Iron Lung, which is a video game, a horror video game. But you're most likely still questioning the Bite of 83 and how this may fit into all of this. Well, guess what? October 31st, 1983, a Disney movie was released. What does Disney have to do with this? Absolutely nothing. But guess what Disney movie came out that day? Hansel and Gretel. Those two are kids. They're children. What does the witch do? Lure the children in out of the public eye and for anyone not to see them. Just like William Afton. What did the witch lure the children with? Candy. Sweet, delicious treats. Just like William Afton. What she has them where she wants them, she wants to shove them in an oven and eat them. How does one eat? By biting. Bite, The Bite of 83. Now let's look at the cast for the movie. Exhibit B. Which role stands out the most to you? If you guess Matthew Lillard, you'd be correct. Matthew Lillard will play the role of William Afton. William Afton used to be known as the Purple Guy. The Purple Guy sprite had a phone with him. What if I tell you Matthew was in a movie which not only was he the killer, but it was a horror movie and he called his victims through the phone? I'm talking about the horror movie Scream, which he played the role of as Stuart. Bet you forgot about that one, didn't you? And guess what? That movie made lots of money for its time. What is a role that Matthew was also known for? Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, not only a dog, but a television series that started in 1969 and has remained a hit animated cartoon comedy for many decades. It has also been created into a live-action movie where the actor playing Shaggy, guess what, was Matthew Lillard. Now those movies might not have done well critically, but those movies has garnered a cult following fan base as the years have gone by. But what does Shaggy and the Mystery Inc. do? They solve mysteries that sometimes include the supernatural. Five Nights at Freddy's also deals with the mysteries surrounding the supernatural with Remnant. Now the Scooby-Doo franchise has been part of many collabs like the one with the WWE, Lunchboxes, Legos, but guess what they also did? Video games. One of them being Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp. Guess who voiced Shaggy in that game? If you picked the only option being Matthew Lillard, you'd be correct. If that doesn't work for you, then take this 1999 film known as Wing Commander, which is based off the 1990 video game. Although the video game movie failed, look at the actor that is playing Lieutenant Todd Maniac Marshall. That's right, Matthew Lillard. But enough about him. Let's look at his co-star joining him, Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson, who starred in the movie The Hunger Games. Now, the Hunger Games series may not have started as a video game, as it started off as books. The original trilogy of the Hunger Games books sold more than 65 million copies in the United States. Now, taking the price of the paperbacks for the Hunger Games books, $13.19, times 65 million, you get $857,350,000. Imagine they were all hard copies. And then the author one day just said, you know what? I want to start making movies now so that I make just around that same amount of money as I did on those books. Five Nights at Freddy's may not have started off as a book, as they started off as a video game, but they eventually did start making books, and now they're going to be making movies. How many video games did Five Nights at Freddy's used to have? 4. How many do they have now? 9. Now you may think that this whole theory involving Hunger Games is failed. Push at this point. Guess what? They're making a 5th Hunger Games movie. 4 plus 5 is 9. The one that will seem more important than the Hutcherson inclusion into this movie is the actress Elizabeth Lail, who will play Vanessa. Vanessa, the antagonist for the most recent FNAF game being Security Breach. You know what's linked to Vanessa? White woman jump scare. It's a meme, which links us back to the Markiplier Bite of 87 meme, the crucial connection we needed in this web. You know, people were calling me crazy. I was losing my mind. I was all just a bunch of humbug. But let me tell you something. A few hours ago, I went to Panda Express and I opened up a fortune cookie. You know what that fortune cookie said? You are an artist. Let your colors show. Artist, art, colors, the FNAF colors. It all makes sense now. I'm getting closer and closer every day. But that's not even the crazier part. May 12th, 1:38 a.m. I awoken from a deep nap. My phone was on my lap. I went to go plug it in, but I see that there was a video playing. What video was it playing? A Five Nights at Freddy's video. I was starting to sweat. I was starting to ponder. How could this be? How could I be so close? Am I really on the cusp of something? Dude, can you get out of here?
Shit, sorry man.
I'm forgetting something even more crucial than the last 2 points I've made. Exhibit C. Many people know that the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise was based off the popular American entertainment chain that was released in the late 1970s, Chuck E. Cheese, a business that makes almost $1 billion a year annually. What do both FNAF and Chuck have in common? Animatronics, duh, which also comes off creepy at a certain glance. The main factor that drove to the creation of Five Nights at Freddy's. But we had to make our own investigation, our own discoveries. We needed to see for ourselves and come to a true conclusion. That's why we went to the nearest Chuck E. Cheese to do so. Take a look at the animatronics, try out the pizza, try out the arcade games, dissect the ticket designs for the lore, question the workers, take a selfie with Chuck himself. Nope,
No.
nope,
No.
nope,
No.
not worth it,
No.
nope.
I mean, we could still do the Guardians.
I drove a half hour just to get to this Chuck E. Cheese. You drove way more. You drove an hour and 40 minutes. I kept my facial hair unkept. I was gonna shave, but then I thought of this video. I can't give up on this bit right now. No.
I mean, Guardians was just...
I know it was good!
Exhibit D. This was mentioned earlier in the theory video. You might have thought this was just some funny gag or something I was just gonna throw away. Well, guess what? The Moshi Monsters movie. Yeah, Exhibit D is the Moshi Monsters movie. Let's take a look at the theatrical release posters for the movie. What 3 things stand out to you? Think about this one as hard as you can. Time. That's right, the animals and the colors. The bunny is a reference to Bonnie. The color of that Bigfoot guy is brown, an obvious reference to Freddy Fazbear. The devil thing that can be a double entendre to William Afton, as many see his actions as devilish, but the color red refers to Foxy the pirate. But I'm forgetting one. Where's Chica? I don't see a yellow or a duck, but look at this pink one. This one is the most secretive one of all. Remember, Chica is usually seen with a cupcake, which is pink. I should probably mention the third thing I wanted you to look for. See that thing in the center? That big glowing oval shaped thing? That's an egg. What color's the egg? Gold. Golden egg. What is commonly related to eggs? Easter. Golden Easter egg. Golden Freddy was considered an Easter egg in the first FNAF game. I'll throw another one on there. What is Easter related to? Bunnies. Golden bunny Easter egg. Golden Bonnie. Springtrap. Now let's look at everything together. The movie is coming out in the most spooky time of the year. It comes into theaters the same day Halloween did on October 27th. Its Metacritic score is a reference to the Bite of 87 meme. Markiplier has close ties with FNAF, which also brings a good chance of him doing a movie review on the FNAF movie. Disney makes millions and millions of money and reference the Bite of 83 with their Hansel and Gretel movie from 1983, October 31st. That movie was created by Tim Burton, who is known to be good with creepy-like movies. Example A, Nightmare Before Christmas. Matthew Lillard is iconic and has experience in both horror and video game movies. Scooby-Doo has worked with John Cena and has had their live-action films create a cult following around them. FNAF has published books just like The Hunger Games, which Josh Hutcherson was a part of, and that also made lots of money. White Woman Jump Scare and The Bite of 87 are both viral memes, which makes them connected. The Moshi Monsters are not only colorful, but hint at references to FNAF. Universal Pictures, the same distributor as the Super Mario movie, will also be the distributor of the FNAF movie. All of these big points, recapping my bigger points, is why the Five Nights at Freddy's movie will be good and will make the Universal lots and lots of money. What do you think?
This makes no sense at all.
Well, I can dream, you know.
Yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. Comment what you thought of this. Also subscribe, as that will put a smile to my face. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to do the same thing in 2 more years with a different video game. Okay, bye.